When it comes to survival in the wild, it's essential to have accurate knowledge, skills, and resources. Unfortunately, many myths and misconceptions about survival have been circulating for centuries, some of which are completely wrong and can put your life in danger. In this video edited by our youngest, we will explore some of the most common survival myths that you should be aware of before venturing into the wild, so you can avoid making a fatal mistake. One of the most prevalent survival myths is that you can drink water from a cactus. However, this is completely wrong and can put your life at risk. Any liquid inside a cactus will be highly acidic and likely to cause nausea and diarrhea, further dehydrating you. It's essential to know that cacti hold very little water and the water inside is not drinkable because the water is acidic. Another common myth is that you can find water by following flying birds. This myth is based on the idea that birds will fly to bodies of water to drink and bathe. But this is not always the case, as birds can simply be flying to spend the night anywhere, so we can't rely on them. Rationing your water when you're in a hot area is also a myth that can get you killed. When you are thirsty, you need water. It's essential to drink when you feel thirsty and search for more water. Don't stretch a glass of water over 4 days, and if you're thirsty, drink. People often think that conserving water is the right way to go, but when you're in a survival situation, it's important to drink when you're thirsty and search for more water instead. Another dangerous myth is that you can protect yourself during a tornado by opening all your windows to equalize the pressure inside with the outside. However, this is not true and can have fatal consequences. When you're in a tornado, opening any window or door will create a wind tunnel that rips your entire roof off. Concerning frostbite, another common myth is that you should rub someone's frostbitten skin or pour hot water on it to warm them up. Such measures will damage the skin even more severely. It is important to slowly rewarm the frostbitten area, using lukewarm water, and avoid any sudden temperature changes. Another myth that is not accurate is that moss grows on the north side of a tree. It can grow all over the tree, so it's not a steadfast rule that you should make important choices solely on. Another common misconception is that you should change your voicemail if you are lost. This is not true, and you need a cell signal to change your voicemail. If you have a signal, you should call for help instead of wasting precious time trying to change your voicemail. The most important thing to keep in mind is that 911 will work on any cell tower regardless if it's in network, or even if you have an active phone plan or not. So, in an emergency, always try dialing 911 regardless of your phone appears to have signal or not. Another myth that can get you killed is splitting to cover more ground when you're lost. When you're lost, it's essential to stay in one place and wait for rescue, instead of wasting energy and getting more lost. Also, most of the stuff Bear Grylls does on his show, like eating raw meat, picking and eating fruit out of bear feces, or squeezing the juice out of elephant feces and drinking it, should not be followed, as it can cause serious health issues. Another important thing to keep in mind is that not everything that an animal can eat is safe for humans to eat. There are things animals can eat that humans find toxic, so eating everything you see animals eating can lead to you potentially eating deadly berries or mushrooms. It's essential to know which plants are safe to eat and which are not. Just because water looks clean doesn't mean it is. It's essential to boil or distill water to make sure it's safe to drink. This is important to prevent waterborne illnesses that can occur from drinking contaminated water. Another mistake people make when in wilderness survival is to look for food and water first before having a shelter up to keep yourself dry and warm. Building a shelter should be one of the first things you do when in the wild to protect yourself from the elements. Also, if you have to forage for food, avoid mushrooms entirely, as the odds are slim that you will find an edible kind, so it's better to look for things like nuts, seeds, and berries. Many people think that herbivore animals are friendly and peaceful, so they are safe being around them. However, this is not true, as everything from cows to deer can and will kill you if you make them angry. It's usually a good idea if you are in the wilds not to get near any large wild animal, but herbivores can often be even more aggressive than predators. If a predator attacks you, you have a fairly good chance of scaring it off, especially if it's smaller than you, because it's likely only looking for food. However, if a herbivore attacks you, you're in danger because it genuinely wants to kill you. Another myth that can get you killed is running in a zigzag to outrun an alligator. Alligators don't run for long distances, so this will probably just waste your energy. They can also climb some fences and trees as well, and trying to outrun them is not the best way to survive. Survival in the wild is a challenging task that requires knowledge, skills, and resources. It's essential to be aware of the common survival myths and misconceptions that can put your life in danger. By understanding the facts and what is truly effective in survival situations, you can increase your chances of survival and avoid making fatal mistakes. Remember to always be prepared and to be aware of your surroundings. With the correct knowledge and mindset, you will be better equipped to handle whatever situation arises in the wild.